Alright guys, so we have completed episode 100 of Dragon Ball Super. Very good. We're now 100 episodes deep into the series, and I would say it has definitely caught its stride by now. I have faith that the Tournament of Power is not going to fall flat on its face like I believe the Future Trunks arc did. Just as long as Goku vs. Jiren is not one episode long, basically what happened with, Murd Zamasu, where it's like, oh yeah, by the way, 500, what literally would have been 10 to 15 episodes in Dragon Ball Z? Nah, fuck you, fam. That's 2 episodes in Dragon Ball Super. I don't think we're going to get a repeat of that. The Universal Survival Arc, Tournament of Power arc has completely won me over. Now, I'm actually pretty excited for this next episode. So, we did get some kind of spoilers talking about this episode a couple days ago that I didn't really cover because my voice was completely gone. I'm pretty good now, though. I might do a stream after this. We'll see. We'll see. It depends how I feel after recording my episode review and then my episode preview back-to-back. But I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good right now. So, supposedly what's going to happen in this episode is we are going to see Goku team up with Kale and Caulifla against the Pride Troopers. Now, we don't really get shots of that here in this preview, so we'll see if that is true. I do believe that that was 100% true, so we're probably going to see that. But one of the big things we see that I'm actually really excited to see is we do see 17 and 18 are there with Goku, and it looks like 17 and 18 are going to be fighting off with the General Casserole, or whatever. His name is meant to be like not really a pun, but like, all the characters are named after various things. That's how Dragon Ball works. And he's going to be fighting 17 and 18. I really am looking forward to seeing 17 and 18 fight together as a team again. That is going to be really, really dope. Definitely looking forward to that one. And it does look like he has some interesting blade-type abilities as well. So I'm pretty sure that the majority of this episode is just going to be centered around fights between the Pride Troopers and probably various members of Universe 6 and 7. Now, one of the key shots I see here that actually is really interesting is we see Kale like crying and screaming, and there's like purple everywhere, and then we see like Caulifla kind of looking back at Kale. It looks to me like we're probably going to get a Gohan and Piccolo moment with Caulifla and Kale, where Kale is probably going to be defeated by someone, and Caulifla is going to jump in front and take that blast and get KO'd. Now, one other thing I do want to mention here is that Dragon Ball Z Dokkan, I understand there's a lot of people who don't care about the game and stuff, but Kale and Caulifla are set to be released on that game in only a few days from now. I believe 2 days from now, Kale and Caulifla will be out on Dokkan Battle. Now, this is telling to me in that we probably have seen like the limits of what Kale and Caulifla are going to bring to the show if they're already going to be released on that game, because otherwise they probably would have held them back. So I'm fairly certain that it looks like Caulifla probably will be eliminated in this episode based on these shots, and then of course also the fact that she will be released on Dokkan Battle. Now, I did peep Twitter real quick, and I saw someone mention, if you guys remember, in there was a magazine a while back that was kind of previewing the Universal Survival Arc, and we saw designs for several characters, including a design for Kale. This was actually back before we even knew who Kale was and anything like that. And it was a design for Kale that looked a little different from, her normal Super Saiyan Berserker form. It looked more of like a regular-ish Super Saiyan, kind of. Not really quite so diesel and everything like that. And I saw someone on Twitter maybe saying that, after Caulifla sacrifices herself, Kale might be able to do a transformation, but be a little bit more in control. And that would be the look of her, in her controlled, Berserker Super Saiyan state or whatever. I do kind of like that theory. That is a definite possibility. So look out for that one. That we could see Kale maybe actually kind of get like some kind of, I don't really want to call it a new transformation, but a new look about her after this. But I do unfortunately think Khalifa is probably gonna get handed an L, which is sad because obviously I love Khalifa just as much as everyone else does. Now, unfortunately, we don't see any shots of Jiren, actually doing battle or hit. I don't think Goku is actually going to be fighting hit in this episode. He's going to be going off with Pride Troopers. Wait, I said hit. I meant to say Jiren. But it would be cool if, Goku, 17, 18, Khalifa, and Kale are all fighting the Pride Troopers. And then, like, Jiren versus Hit could go down at the same time. Oh, my God. That would be absolutely incredible. But anyway, guys, so looks like that's what we've got going in the next episode. Very excited to see the teamwork of 17 and 18 renewed. That could be very fun, obviously. I'm excited to see more about these Pride Troopers. We didn't actually get a look at Topo in the preview here, so it's definitely a possibility that Topo could be fighting Goku, I suppose, or fighting someone else, because I do think we're going to see Goku versus Topo before we would see, like, Goku versus Jiren or something along those lines. And then also, obviously, Khalifa's sacrifice probably is going to be pretty fucking entertaining. Definitely looking forward to this next week's episode. I can't wait. Dragon Ball Super, very impressed with how they've been handling the quality as of late. Very, very good. No complaints so far about this arc in its entirety. Very impressed. I cannot wait. 17 and 18, Kale, Jiren, Hit. We are getting into some good shit now. Let's go. Let's go.